put your feet together, stand up straight. And what's your name?
Laura.
Laura, look at your hand. Look at the lines in your hand. Pick one spot and one line. And just stare at that spot. Notice as I move that hand towards your forehead, notice how in a moment that hand's going to drift towards your forehead all by itself, without any conscious thought on your part. There you go. You can feel that moving, getting closer and closer. And you can just close your eyes down. Do you think she's going to make a good subject? Spoiler alert, she is a good subject, but just because someone's a good subject doesn't mean every skit's going to work perfectly. That's what we're going to discuss this week. Keep watching. Hi there, my name's Turan and well, Happy New Year. It's 2023, would you believe it? The Christmas tree's still up. I'm one of those type of people that likes to keep wearing those Christmas jumpers for as long as possible because, well, there's only one time of year when you can wear these jumpers, so make the most of it and keep the tree up to give that festive spirit just for a few more days anyway. Put a comment in the comment section below. Tell me whether you have got the tree down already and the house is back to normal, or whether you're still celebrating that festive period. Let me know. Just to brighten things up, I've got a lovely video here from July 2022 when I was at the Antrim Castle Gardens and I was at a health fair and I was just stopping people as they walked past. Whether they were attending the fair or not, I was stopping them, giving them some light hypnosis, street hypnosis entertainment. So what was nice was, out of all of Northern Ireland, I managed to bump into some visitors that were over from Liverpool and just walking through the park at that time. And you're going to see this lady being hypnotised. You're going to see right from the start, from the induction and through to several skits, but the very last skit you're going to see today just doesn't go as planned. What goes wrong, you're going to have to watch and find out. And stay tuned after the street hypnosis clip is finished, because I'm going to come back and discuss that clip, some of the very interesting points to note from her responses and actions throughout the various skits. Make sure to like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure you give it a like, and don't forget, click the big subscribe button and that bell notification next to the subscribe button so you get notified for every video that comes out by myself. And if you have any comments or any questions, leave it in the comment section below. I'm sure you will find some questions that I haven't discussed in the tutorial section that you would like answered, and if you do come up with a very good question, I might even feature your question in an upcoming video. So let's watch the video and stay tuned afterwards for the tutorial. Hypnosis is not something I do to you, but hypnosis is something I'm going to trigger within you to connect with your unconscious mind. Isn't that cool? So put your feet together, stand up straight. And what's your name?
Laura.
Laura, look at your hand. Look at the lines in your hand. Pick one spot and one line. And just stare at that spot. Notice as I move that hand towards your forehead, notice how in a moment that hand's going to drift towards your forehead all by itself, without any conscious thought on your part. There you go. You can feel that moving, getting closer and closer. And you can just close your eyes down and allow that hand to continue to float towards your forehead, knowing when that hand touches your forehead, your hand will drop down by your side, your head will drop down to your chest, and your legs and back will support you as you go into a wonderful state of hypnosis. Feel that getting closer, closer and closer now. Your unconscious already knows what's going to happen in a moment when that hand touches that forehead. That's right, get closer and closer, and sleep way down, deeper, deeper, deeper relaxing. The deeper you go, the more relaxed you feel, the more relaxed you feel, the deeper you go, drifting, sinking down even deeper still. Letting all the sounds around you, people walking past in the background, just help to absorb you into this wonderful feeling of wonderful relaxation. Now your unconscious knows that in a moment I'm going to count from 10 down to 1. With every count I count, just allow your unconscious to go down even deeper still. So 10, going deeper now, 9, even deeper, 8, so deep, so relaxed now. Feel that washing all the way through, that feeling of relaxation, that confidence now inside you now. Your unconscious knows by the time I get to the number 1, your unconscious will take it to the place that even I can take it to, so deep, so relaxed, that everything I say will become a wonderful suggestion for you. So 3, even deeper, 2, and 1, way down, even deeper, even more relaxed. In a minute I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and the count of 3 you can open your eyes and look back with us, but every time I say the word sleep or deeper sleep, every time I say the word sleep or deeper sleep, your eyes will close, your head will drop down to your chest and go even deeper still, even more relaxed. Nod your head that you understand. So 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. What was that like?
Yes.
Look at me and sleep. Way down, even deeper, even more relaxed. The deeper you go, the more relaxed you feel, the more relaxed you feel, the deeper you go. In a minute I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and the count of 3 this time, you're going to feel so comfortable, so relaxed in the position you're standing in now. It's almost like you're planted into that pavement beneath your feet. It's almost like your sandals are glued or locked, stuck onto that floor. You will not be able to move your feet. The more you try and move those feet, the more those feet just lock and stick in position. They'll just lock and stick in position. The harder you try, the harder it sticks. Nod your head, you understand. So 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. Isn't that feeling good? Go ahead now and try and move those feet. Really try. Really try. The harder you try, the harder they stick. The harder you try, the harder they stick. What's that like? It is weird, isn't it? Really try. Really try. Really try. Harder you try. Really try. Look at me. And slip back. Way down. Deeper. 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 Relax. Deeper you go, the more relaxed you feel. In a minute, I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and the count to 3 this time. Your feet will become unstuck, but they'll only become unstuck just as quickly as your name sticks to the back of your mind. The feet will become unstuck only as quickly as your name sticks to the back of your mind. You will not be able to say your name. You know what it's like when you see someone on the TV and you say, I know that girl's name, but I cannot say it. That name's gone. It's like stuck to the tip of your tongue, or maybe stuck to the back of your mind. You cannot say it. And the harder you try and say that name, the harder that sticks inside. Nod your head that you understand. 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. Move your feet, make sure they're all unstuck. Now, there you go. And your name is? What's your name? Can you try and say it? Look at me. What's your name? It's going now. Stuck. Even if you hear it, you can't say it. What's your name? Laura. It's gone now. What's your name when you try and say it? There you go. Your feet aren't stuck, but your name's stuck. Isn't that cool? Tell you what, you can say your name, but you can only say it when you sing it in rhyme. Tell you what, sing the birthday song. Go. Sing the birthday song.
Yes. On you.
On your own. Happy birthday.
Say to me. To me.
Yes,
Oh, happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday, dear. You can say your name when you sing it in rhyme. Sing the birthday song.
Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear Laura. Happy birthday to me.
And it's gone now. What's your name when you try and say it? Look at me. And sleep now. Way down. Deeper, deeper, deeper. Relax. The deeper you go, the more relaxed you feel. The more relaxed you feel, the deeper you go. Drifting and sinking down to even deeper still. In a minute, I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and the count of 3, your name will come back to you fully. You will be able to say your name. Your name is back in your mind. You will not forget your name. But just as quickly as your name comes back to you, in a moment, I'm going to wake you up. I'm going to ask you who your favourite movie star is. That person you've always wanted to meet. And you're going to tell me who your favourite movie star is. Just think about that now. Who would you really want to meet? Who would you be so excited if you met? Maybe a movie star, maybe a singer, I don't know, but someone you'd really love to meet. So think about that now. So 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. What's your name?
Laura.
Of course it is. Tell me, Laura, who would you really like to meet? Who's your favourite movie star? No? No real favourite movie star? Even an old movie star like Marilyn Monroe or Clint Eastwood or...
Not that old.
No.
As of now.
Tom Holland, Spider-Man. Singer. No? No particular favourites?
No.
No particular movie stars? Oh dear. There, look at me. Sleep way down. Deeper, 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 relaxed. Anyway, I'm going to count from 1 to 5, and the count to 5, all hypnosis suggestions disappear from you. But when I count to 5, you'll feel full of life, full of energy, like you've had a 12-hour sleep, like a 6-hour massage. Your unconscious might even go inside and find something you really want to change about yourself, and make that change today and make you feel really fantastic, really wonderful inside. So 1, feeling that feeling of hypnosis just disappear from the tips of your toes. 2, washing up for your legs, for your stomach, for your pelvis. 3, take a deep breath in. Feel that energy coming inside now. 4, into your head like a fresh mountain breeze. And 5, stretching wide awake. There you go. Thanks very much. You were a great subject.
Please, thank you.
There you go.
Push me back.
We're good. Your friend.
Oh, cheese.
There you go. Thanks very much for staying, and wasn't she a great subject? As you saw there, some beautiful skits, but something went wrong near the end, so I'm going to discuss that after we go through the various elements that you've seen in that video. First of all, I did a hand-to-face induction, and in that induction, she went beautifully into hypnosis to the point where when her hand touched her face, I'd given the suggestion that her hand will drop down by her side, but she was so tranced out that she had a catalepsy in her hand, and her hand just sort of froze there. Now, over time, as I did the deepener, her hand slowly drifting down to the point at one point her hand just drops and flops down by its side. That's not an issue. Don't be worried if that happens when you're doing that sort of induction. Most trainings will tell you that the hand should touch the forehead and then drop in relaxation, but again, they're in control of how they respond to all those suggestions. People often think that hypnosis is about losing control, but hypnosis is about them being in control at all times under my guidance and direction. So in this case, the lady's hand just froze on her head. That's a cataleptic response. That's a very good sign of hypnosis. So we move on to the hypnotic foot stick or catalepsy in the legs. And again, she was a great subject. She accepted that suggestion fully and completely. Now, you'll see at one point how she really sways forward. As always, we need to look after them, make sure they're safe. So when someone sways forward, they can be so in that belief, in their imagination, that their feet are stuck to the floor, that they will not lift their feet even if they go to fall. So you've got to always have a hand on them, braced, ready to grab them should they go to fall. Health and safety, a very important point in hypnosis. We then move on to the name amnesia, and again, beautiful responses there, and you can hear the responses from the audience, the friends that were walking with her in the background, and you're going to see me hypnotizing one of her other friends in an up and coming video as well, so keep watching for that. Make sure you've subscribed. And you see her giggling away. That state of amusement, that state of shock, is not stressed or distressed in any way. It's the fact that she was just expecting, well, I know my name, but when she tried to find that name, it was stuck in the back of her mind. She couldn't say it. And that's where the giggles, that's where the amazement comes out from. So she was a perfect subject for that skit. The beautiful thing was that even when I told her she could sing it in rhyme, she stumbled over that. She was giving some level of indication that maybe she wasn't a overly extrovert type of person. And that might answer to some extent, or maybe not, why the following skit didn't work. The bottom line is she went through it, she sang the birthday song and she remembered her name, but as soon as she stopped singing in rhyme, I give her that little reminder suggestion, and you try and say it and you can't, and of course it didn't come out. Beautiful responses. So she really was a good hypnotic subject. Now I move on to the third skit, which is a very popular skit that I do, involving imagining you can see your favourite movie star or your favourite singer, whatever, your favourite celebrity. Now, obviously that relies on them having a favourite celebrity. You'll have seen me do this type of skit many times. In fact, I showed it last week on the Christmas video, and I'll put a link in the info cards to that video, and also put it in the end screen so you can check it out in full after you've watched this video. The key thing is I wake someone up, ask them who her favourite celebrity is, and then put them back into trance and suggest the person over there standing in blue or the person over there standing in red, they are that person. They are Marilyn Monroe, or they are Sarah Jessica Parker, for instance. The problem is, what happened? She couldn't think of a celebrity. Now, it could have been due to the hypnosis in some part, that she was just so relaxed, and she had already had name amnesia. She had a little bit of an amnesia going on inside her head. Or it could have been that she was just not into meeting movie stars, meeting celebrities. There's many people like that. Just don't assume because you have a favourite movie star that she will have a favourite movie star. For whatever reason, the skit didn't work. Does that mean the hypnosis was a disaster? Does that mean that street hypnosis event was not successful? Definitely not. This is the big lesson, this is the big takeaway from this video. If something like that doesn't happen, remember, listen to the laughter in the background from her friends, her colleagues who are going to be walking away saying that was fantastic. Remember her responses to the foot stick, to the name amnesia, to even experiencing the induction. They're all very positive experiences. So just because one little bit doesn't work right doesn't mean the whole thing was a disaster. So that's my main tip for the today, as well as obviously the other highlights from the other aspects of it. But the main tip for the day is, when things don't go right, don't worry about it. It's not the end of the world. It's not disaster. She was a great subject. She went in hypnosis well. She was induced perfectly, and several skits worked fantastically. So don't labour on any one part of it. That's a big key thing when I'm training people in street hypnosis and hypnosis in general, is they don't want to start until they know it's going to be perfect every time. I've been doing this, 12, coming up with 13, it's to 2023 now, so coming on 13 years now I've been doing this, and it doesn't always work out. Stay calm. So I hope you understand that and enjoyed that lesson. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure you give it a like, and don't forget to click the subscribe button and that bell notification button next to the subscribe button. I hope you have a very good and happy new year. Thanks for watching this video right to the end. Don't forget, leave a comment in the comment section below. And my big ask for 2023 is, if you don't like this video for any reason, tell me why you don't like it. Just don't give me a thumbs down. A few people, very few, but one now and again I get a few thumbs down and I think, why did they not like it? They didn't leave a response. So leave a response, whether you like it or don't like it, but make it positive. And that's a good lesson for yourself. Make every feedback that you ever give positive in a way that you'd like to see things being done better. As promised, if you want to see the skit that didn't go just as perfectly as it should have, then check out this example where a lady thought she was seeing Sarah Jessica Parker and was really enthralled by it. Check out that video. Have a happy new year and see you next week.